Captain. I guess after what went down in Mexico City, it'll be time for a little R&R, huh?
Maybe for you, son. Something tells me I'm just getting started.
Some things are better after a few tries. Take the Beatles. They got better after the first few records. But this theory also applies to video games. When the Ghost Recon franchise started out, it was okay, but it wasn't quite at its peak. It needed a little oomph. Or more specifically, a little gra. This is Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2 for the Xbox 360. Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2 is a direct sequel to the first one. By direct, I mean it takes place less than 24 hours later, as Scott Mitchell and his team are trying to stop a Mexican rebellion for good. Along the way, however, he learns that things aren't quite as simple as they sound. While the story isn't going to be winning any awards, it's Ubisoft doing what they do best. Utilizing events that could hypothetically take place, along with some live-action footage, the game really helps pull the player into the experience, and the line gets blurred between reality and the game. Gameplay in Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2 is best described as smooth. Ubisoft made sure that all of the animations and actions used would blend together seamlessly, and this also really helps to blur the line between game and reality. Sliding into cover from a full sprint has never looked better than in this game. Ghost Recon has never been a strict action series. Instead, it's had tactical elements in it that really help it stand out. Gra 2 did this very well, turning this into a thinking man's game. You're usually accompanied by 3 squad members and a number of gadgets, so you'll have to utilize everything effectively if you want to stay alive. By effectively, I mean don't have your squad set to aggressive when you're sneaking around in an area. You'll also usually have a medic available that can help heal your wounds, and that will definitely come into play, especially considering how much the AI has been improved since the last game. This game is realistic in the sense that you can only usually take 2, maybe 3 hits before you die. This line just keeps getting blurrier. Now, one downside in Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2 is its visuals. It's evident that the game was released in 2007, as character models and faces are a little bit outdated. It isn't terrible, and they were using what they were given at the time, but it's worth noting. And not all of the visuals are even mediocre for today's standards, especially buildings and environments. And explosions. Explosions are pretty. Another thing just worth mentioning is the voice acting, which is a little bit of hit or miss. Some of the characters sound a little bit robotic, while others sound a little bit too excited. Now, this isn't exactly a downside. I think it even might have been intentional. It helps to add a little tongue-in-cheek element to an otherwise extremely serious game. This game also featured a pretty big online community when it was released in 2007. However, due to that being 4 years ago, don't expect to see much Ghost Recon fan action until the next game gets released later next year. Following up the 2006 Game of the Year is a tough task, but Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2 does the job well. If you played the first game, it's still worth checking this one out. Nearly everything has been significantly improved. Actually, don't go get it yourself. Order your squad to go to the store and get it for you.